Did you enjoy the dance? I would say that I didn't care much for the dance, simply for the fact that it has never been something I have ever really taken a liking to. It would be the whole production that is not for me. I have always had a hard time trying to figure out what the point of the production is about, and then having mixed feelings about the dancers and their goal as to what they are trying to convey. This would be a major reason for why I don't care for ballet and its production. Also, there is something I look for in a dance. For me, it has to have meaning, or if it can inspire me, then it is something I may be more open to. What were three different strengths and or weaknesses of the dance? One of the biggest strengths in this dance was the choice of music. It displays many different feelings and emotions, and the music flowed so well. Even though I never actually figured out what the dance was trying to convey, the music gave me a sense of what the feelings the dancers could be expressing. Also, I would have to say the posing and or the stunts from the duets and how they kept their composure throughout the production was really good. Not to say that the use of the whole stage was well put together, although it mostly took place in the center of the stage. It was how they exited the stage and made their reappearance. In actuality, for not quite understanding the whole production, I would say that in my opinion, this had more strengths as a whole than it did weaknesses. Do you think the choreographer successfully fulfilled the intent they set out to convey? In my opinion, I don't feel that George Balanchine successfully fulfilled his intent with this production. While I was trying to figure out what the whole idea of this production was, it was distinguishing that they were rubies. Not to mention, through the dance production, I continued to have mixed feelings about what the emotion or the feeling the dancers were trying to convey. I gather, overall, in some oddly way, Balanchine made his point, but for me, it was quite difficult to understand what it was he wanted me or the audience to feel. Could anything have been done differently to help you reach your interpretation of this piece? I thought one important thing for me was, what is the story about, or did it even have a story? Because the whole time they were dancing, the male and the female dancers will break off and do their own solo act for a split second, and then they would come back together. In my opinion, I didn't know what to make of that. Was their love lost and they needed time alone to find themselves and would come back together to realize that they were meant to be together? There was a lot of changes in the music as well by Stravinsky, mixing different levels of emotion throughout his piece and clashing aggressive tones and then immediately slowing things down. I felt that if they hinted a little more to the storyline, to the piece of the music being played slowly as if it was building up to the climactic moment where they would come back together, then followed by amazing choreography with stunts, all the while the music was complementing the moment, I feel that I would have taken a much more liking to the production. For me personally, if I don't feel or see a storyline and it seems chaotic with the music, it really isn't my theme.